I've taught over 20,000 people how to sell on Amazon and have seen many people fail and many people completely transform their lives. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys why some people failed and why most people that I've taught have won at this game over and over again. I'm gonna be breaking it down on this whiteboard right here. So most of you guys have heard of Amazon FBA, selling on Amazon, but most of you guys have probably heard the old way to do this business. And the old way is called Amazon private label. This is actually what 90% of Amazon sellers are doing, and it's why most Amazon sellers are actually failing at this business model. Now, for those of you guys that don't know what Amazon private label is, this is basically when you're selling products from China on Amazon's platform. And the reason why this is so difficult is because number one, you're selling generic products, which means you're not gonna be on page 1 of Amazon, you're gonna be on like page 1 million. And you're also practically starting a brand from scratch. So you have to be good at marketing, which I'm assuming if you're watching this video and you're trying to learn how to make your first 10K a month, you're not the best marketer. You know, this is a skill that you have to develop over time. And another reason why Amazon private label is hard to get into and why it has a high failure rate is because you need to buy a lot of inventory, and inventory from overseas is not cheap, especially with shipping it to America and all that stuff. So it's high inventory costs. Now, what I've been able to figure out and what I've been able to help a lot of people with is the new way to sell on Amazon, which is called Amazon wholesale. Amazon wholesale is when you sell people products that they already want and that the marketplace has already proven has a lot of demand for. So for example, when you go on Amazon and you buy Fiji water, or when you go on Amazon and you buy in a 24 pack of Essentia, those products are getting thousands and thousands of orders a day because those brands are already established. Those brands get millions and millions of customers that search for those products every single day on Amazon. In fact, Amazon is the #2 biggest search engine right behind Google. And over 50% of the US population is already shopping on Amazon. So if you're watching this video and you're debating whether Amazon is gonna work for you or not, understand that this is not a saturated market. In fact, there will never be a time where there are more sellers than buyers. Half of the people watching this video have an Amazon Prime account according to the statistics. So with that already being put to the side, understand that the reason why this business model is so effective is because you're selling products from brands that people already know, like, and trust. So again, people already trust what you're selling. And because you're selling products from big name brands, all of these products that you're selling are already on page 1 of Amazon, okay? And because they're on page 1, you don't have to do any marketing. So no marketing skill is involved because the traffic is already there. And you're probably wondering to yourself, okay, Will, it makes sense, but how do I actually get these products at a discount and sell them for a profit? And that's a good question. The only thing you have to do to be able to get these products at a discount is simply by either reaching out to these brands or by finding these products discounted already on the internet. And I'll break that down for you. So ultimately, there's 2 ways to win at this business. And if you can master this right here, then you are going to be a very successful Amazon seller, and you're going to thank me because you're going to be making a lot of money. All right. So the 2 ways that you can get products to sell on Amazon, which is basically 99% of the game, is you can do brand outreach. Let's say you want to sell Fiji water on Amazon. You can actually reach out to Fiji on their website. They have a wholesale application. You can fill it out and they're either going to accept you or they're going to deny you. And all you have to do to reach out to the brand is have your LLC, which if you go to the Secretary of State for whatever state you live in, you can purchase an LLC. In Georgia, it's about $100, but the price varies wherever you live. And then on top of that, you're gonna need your reseller's permit. Now, your reseller's permit can be found on the Department of Revenue website for wherever you live. In Georgia, it's free, and it should be free in your state. If it's not free, it's fairly cheap. So with those 2 things, you can reach out to brands and open up wholesale accounts directly with those brands. So if you open up a wholesale account with Fiji, you'll be able to buy Fiji water at wholesale prices directly from them and then sell it for retail on Amazon. So you're simply buying low, selling high. That's the oldest business model in the world. But the key is you're selling on Amazon, which already has millions and millions of customers, and you don't need your own website because Amazon is your website. So that's the first way that you can find products and sell products on Amazon. Now, the second way is online arbitrage. And all online arbitrage is, and I probably spelled this wrong, but it's whatever. All online arbitrage is when you're going on different websites, let's say Nike.com, DickSportingGoods.com, and you're finding products at a discount using coupons or taking advantage of certain sales that are going on those websites. So for example, one of my students found a Nike tank top on DickSportingGoods.com, and it was at 30% off during the time. That same Nike tank top was getting around 100 orders a day on Amazon, selling for retail. And keep in mind, people that are shopping on Amazon aren't searching for the best discount. They're shopping on Amazon for convenience and because that product is gonna get to their house the very next day. And this creates opportunity because since this tank top is 30% off at Dick's Sporting Goods website and it's not 30% off on Amazon, that means there's a 30% margin right there where you can make money. And using different softwares like Scam Profit, you can actually identify these opportunities using AI, which makes it a much easier business to run without you having to do hours and hours and hours of research. So these are the two ways that you can find products to sell on Amazon. In fact, this is actually Laura here, who not too long ago was on welfare, and now she's making $10,000 a month on Amazon, and she's actually about to purchase a home using this exact same method that you're seeing right here. Now, if you're still watching this video, shows me that you're pretty serious about getting started. So I'm just gonna lay out the step-by-step blueprint and what you can do to make your first $10,000 on Amazon, okay? So step one would be creating an Amazon Seller Central account. So this is gonna run you about 40 bucks a month, which if you can't afford to pay 40 bucks a month, it's probably not the video for you. But that's what it's gonna run you, right? And that's gonna allow you to sell on Amazon's marketplace. Again, a marketplace with 100 million plus buyers, right? Imagine selling hot dogs at a football game where there's millions of people, right? It's not gonna be that hard to sell the hot dogs because there's so many people around you. Whereas if you were to sell hot dogs on a random corner where there's only one person walking by every 15 minutes or an hour or whatever, it's gonna be way harder to sell on that corner. When you're selling on Amazon, you're basically on the best, most busy street in the world, which is why a lot of people are able to make money on Amazon. And look at this article right here. Right here it says in 2023, the average Amazon seller made over $250,000, which if you compare it to what the average American made last year, it's crazy. The average American only made over $60,000 when it comes to, working in traditional America. Compare that to the money being made on Amazon, and you can clearly see there's a lot of opportunity here. So once you open up your Amazon seller account, the next thing you're gonna wanna do is immediately start doing product research, which again, you're gonna either be doing brand outreach or you're going to be doing online arbitrage. And I recommend, if you're gonna do online arbitrage, to be using a software to make it easier for you, like Scam Profit, which right now is a Google Chrome extension you can use to help you with this process. Now, if you're gonna do brand outreach, you can also leverage this by using virtual assistants. So if you go on Upwork or onlinejobs.ph, you can actually find people from the Philippines that will do these brand outreaches for you, and even the product sourcing for you on the online arbitrage side for about $4 to $5 an hour, which if you do the math, if they're doing this maybe 3 days a week for you, you're paying them $5 an hour, they're working maybe 2 hours a day, 3 days a week, that would only cost you about $30 a week, which $30 a week to have someone find products that could make you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. I mean, I don't know, that seems like a good ROI to me, okay? And this is the exact same model that we use to make over $100,000 a month on Amazon, okay? So these are the two ways that you can find products. After creating the Amazon Seller Central account, you would pick which one you wanna do. And just to give you a little advice, brand outreach is really only good for people that have capital to work with these big brands because they will have MOQs. MOQ stands for minimum order quantity. So for example, if you open up a wholesale account with Fiji, Fiji might tell you to work with them, you have to order minimum 500 Fiji waters every single order. So keep that in mind. If you have at least $2,000 or more, I would recommend this method right here. If you have less than $2,000, I'd recommend starting with this method right here. And you can do a blend of both, okay? And step 3, what I would honestly recommend you do, and again, I'm not saying this because this is my training or anything like that, but I do host a free training every single week where I break all of this down for 2 hours. So if you come to that training already with your Amazon Seller Central account, if you come to that training already with the knowledge of how to do product research, it will tie everything else together for you. So step 3 would be to register for that training that I do at 8 p.m. every single Sunday, okay? And the link to that will be in the description. Now, I'm gonna include step 4 just in case you end up missing out on this, or for some reason you don't come, which again, if you come to this, it'll make all of this easier. But let's say you do step 1, let's say you do step 2. What is step 3 if you don't go to the event, which will teach you everything? Step 3 or 4 is simply listing the product that you found, okay? So you list it on Amazon, and then it's gonna ask you to pick a fulfillment method. So list on Amazon plus fulfill, okay? So Amazon has 2 fulfillment methods. They have FBA and they have FBM, okay? FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. And all this means is Amazon is holding your inventory, Amazon is shipping your product to your customer, and they're gonna charge you a fee for doing that. So what a lot of people don't realize is over 60% of the products on Amazon are sold by third-party sellers like myself. So if you ever ordered a PS5 on Amazon, you didn't actually buy that from PlayStation. You didn't actually buy that from Amazon. You bought it from someone like me that has a wholesale account with PlayStation, or I bought that PlayStation at some website at a discount, and then when you bought it on Amazon, I got paid. But I was holding that PlayStation in Amazon's warehouse. So when you paid for it on Amazon, Amazon got the notification and they shipped it directly to you with Prime shipping. That's how it works, okay? So in other words, let's say this is PlayStation.com. I opened up a wholesale account with PlayStation and I bought the product. So I spent money on the PlayStation and I bought it at a discounted price. Then I had that PlayStation shipped to Amazon. So when I bought it from PlayStation.com, I didn't ship it to my house. I had it shipped to Amazon's warehouse. When you bought it on Amazon, or when the customer bought it on Amazon, Amazon actually shipped it to the customer's house. And this is a house right here. Okay? So I never actually touched or shipped the product myself. Now, the other way to fulfill on Amazon is FBM. FBM simply stands for Fulfilled by Merchant, okay? And the merchant is literally just you. So it's just a fancy way of saying you're shipping it. Amazon isn't handling the fulfillment. There's less fees when you ship it yourself, but there is a cap in how much money you can make. Simply put, you are only human. So let's say you get to the point where you're getting 100 orders a day, you probably can't fulfill 100 orders a day yourself. Maybe you can, but let's say you get to 1,000 orders a day. You cannot do 1,000 orders a day yourself, right? You cannot pack 1,000 boxes a day and ship 1,000 boxes a day yourself. So even though you'll make more money because you're paying less fees, fulfilling things yourself, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to scale up to FBA, because FBA is infinitely scalable, right? You can get 10,000 orders a day. Because Amazon has the manpower, they will get all of your units out. All right, so those are the 2 fulfillment methods. You'll have to pick which one you want to start with, but that is literally how you get started on Amazon, guys. And the reason why this method works so well, again, just so you don't forget, is because we're selling name brand products. Whenever you hear Amazon horror stories, whenever you hear about people not making sales, it's because they're selling products from brands that people don't know about. It's because they're trying to start their own brand on Amazon and they're not good marketers, or they run out of money because they're buying so much inventory overseas and that inventory sits in Amazon's warehouse or at their home, because again, it's not a product or a brand that people recognize, that people are already searching for on the platform. So don't make the mistake of getting into this Amazon business and doing it the hard way. Do it the easy way. Companies like Nike, Red Bull, Sony, Fiji, they already have millions of customers that are looking for their products every single day on Amazon.com. And you can simply partner with those brands or buy their products at a discounted price and resell them on Amazon. It's literally that simple. If you want to learn, again, how I've been able to help 20,000 people start this business and make money, for example, like Terrell, who used to work 60 hours a week at State Farm, and now he makes $100K a year doing this business. Or for example, Mark Moss, who used to be a teacher in Philadelphia and now makes over $1 million a year with this business. Or even my little brother, who's 17 years old. He's a senior in high school, no driver's license, no job, started with $300, and he makes $5,000 a month on Amazon. If you want to learn how they're all doing this, again, I'm hosting a free training on on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. The link to that is in the description. And if you like this video, like the video, it only makes sense. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.